Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server. In today's episode, we are going to be doing some work on our throne room in the Dwarven base. We got it all cleared out last episode, and we had a little bit of a talky episode last time, talking about my plans when I go full-time in a couple weeks. But today what I want to do is I want to get this room kind of laid out. We're not going to get the whole thing built in one episode because it's going to be a huge project. But I do kind of want to lay the room out. So I think the first thing that I want to do is kind of make a pathway. Starting here, probably. Let's see. This will kind of come... Yeah, we'll have this wall. Let's just get rid of these. And I'm just going to kind of lay out a pathway. And I'm just going to use stone brick for now. This is just kind of a temporary block, if you will. This is not going to be the permanent block, but we're going to kind of bring this over, and then we're going to start kind of bringing it down a bit. Well, actually, I think it kind of needs to come down a little bit farther. A little bit, well, maybe not farther, but faster. I think we'll do like a... Let's see. We need it to come down, and I think we'll do like a half slab slope until we get down to where we want to be. So this will kind of come out like that, and to here, and then to there. And we're just going to kind of lay out a pathway that's going to slowly kind of work its way down. Let's maybe go here or so. This should be close enough that I can get a couple more layers. There we go. And then it's going to come down right here. And so on and so forth. We need to figure out how far down we're actually going to bring it as well. I'm kind of thinking... right about here or so is where it's going to kind of even out, if you will. So like here, we'll bring it over and then down and then over and then down. And I just lost my pillar. Oh no, that's okay. We'll get it back. It's fine. So yeah, right around like... here. Well, let's also see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll go probably about here. Over, down. Over, down. And one more, and then I think that'll be kind of the height of our path. Does that seem good? That seems relatively good. And as much as I hate to say it, we may actually have to expand this room one more time. But we'll bring it to about there. That should do. And then we're going to bring it out and make like a throne area over this way. We'll have like a platform. And how do we want to do this? Let's just go like that for the moment. So I can get up here. There we go. Oh, and we should probably torch these up since these are spawnable areas and we don't want things spawning in the middle of our building process. So let's go like this. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So bring it over to about here. And then let's kick it out like right here. And we'll go out maybe... would that be 4, 5? Right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will give us kind of a nice central platform. We'll light it all up. That's 5. That's 5. Good, good, good. And then right here, we'll bring it back a little bit because we want room for our throne. And I want it to actually connect to the wall over here. And this is where the throne itself will go. And it's going to be kind of a circular platform like that. So then we'll go 1, 2, like this, and like so. So that will be the actual platform that our throne sits on. And then I think we'll just do maybe something like that. So it kind of like kicks out going this way. And then I think there should be a center right here, right? Yeah. This will come over here to the wall. And so will that side. And then the same thing will happen. Why are these not? Huh. Okay, now they are. I messed something up on one side. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. Not a big deal. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, look at that. Perfect number of blocks in my inventory. That actually worked out amazingly well, all things considered. I thought I was going to run out. Okay, so we have kind of our pathway like that, right? And that's where the throne itself will sit. Now, I should have a whole bunch of stone in here that I can turn into stone brick. So let's do that. There we go. And now I want to lay out some pillars. Now that we kind of know where our walkway is going to go, now we need to kind of sort out some pillar stuff. So I'm thinking like right about here, we're going to have a pillar. And let's just kind of bring that down, just so we can kind of see where it is. So we'll have one pillar there. And let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then we'd have another pillar right here. Oop. And that should be about right. Yup. Good, good, good. Now we need a pillar right in the center of this. And that would be right here? Yeah, right here where this torch is. And I think this is going to be a bit larger of a pillar, since it's supporting the whole, like, center thing. So let's just go ahead and bring that down. And I'm just going to put a torch, like, right here and right there. Okay. So we'll have a big central pillar here. And then right about, 1, 2, well, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Would that be another pillar then? Or, I think we scoot that one over 1 to right here. There. All right, so let's just see. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm going to put one right about here, I think. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that one is 5 blocks over. Nope. I think I want that one actually to be right next to it. So it would be like right there instead. And these are going to be like plus-shaped pillars, kind of, I guess would be the way to put it. Now here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And right here, I think, is where this one would go. Am I centered? Right here. There we go. Boop. And let's just make sure that is symmetrical on both sides. Looks good there. And looks good over here. Okay, awesome. So we've got a pillar, we've got these pillars, we've got our walkway kind of laid out. And now I actually want a couple more pillars in here too. And I'm thinking we're going to put one like right here. Here? About here, probably. And these are going to be much larger. And let's just see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and this should be a pillar. And if I line this up properly, okay, good. So we'll have a big pillar right there. And let's just see, that thing starts essentially right here. So I think we're going to have 3 of those. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oop. Did I do? Oh, I did mess that up. Here we go. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that one's going to interfere. So we don't actually have room for 4 of these unless... Actually, we might be able to fit them if we made them 3 apart instead. I would really like to have 6 of these like larger pillars. I think that would be really good. 1, 2, 3. There. Let's do that and just see, where would this guy end? Right. Nah, that's too close. That's too close. Okay. So, maybe we go 2 pillars then instead. I was hoping we'd be able to fit 6. And we probably could if we kind of finagled it a bit. But I don't know that that's necessarily the best idea. So let's count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then if we come over here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to put us underneath this, which is not ideal. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's start a pillar right here. And then we'll have essentially 2 pillars on each side located like so. And I think that'll work. So let's see, the other one would be about here, right? Yeah. Yep. So like that. Let's make sure those are lined up properly, and they do seem to be. So that's good. Okay. Good. We're making progress. So we'll have pillar, walkway up here. Now, this is all basically just kind of outlining things, I guess, if you will. When you're building something really big, like this room, for example, you're going to want to make sure that you kind of plan it out first. Otherwise, it's not going to be good. In fact, it'll be pretty bad. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and bring those pillars up to the ceiling so we can get kind of a feel for how they're going to look and all that kind of stuff. Eventually we'll be using different blocks and, things along those lines to kind of... Basically, the pillars are not just going to be stone brick. That would be very boring. So we're not going to do that. But I do want to get an idea before I put a whole bunch of time into detailing out the pillars and coming up with an awesome pillar design and all that kind of stuff. I do want to at least get an idea of how they're going to look before I get into that. So let me get these pillars built up, and I'll be back with you in just a second. All right, guys, I am back. I've got all of the pillars in place. Obviously, they're not detailed or decorated or anything like that, but they are in place. Let's actually just kind of bring that out a little bit. There we go. So you walk into the room, and this is kind of the feeling, the feel right here that you'll get. You'll see these 4 really big pillars, and then you'll see the throne room back here. Or the throne itself. Now, the throne itself, we're just going to kind of lay it out. It's going to be pretty big, I'm thinking. It's going to be probably about like this. And it'll be kind of sitting up on a little raised platform. Like so. And maybe we'll even go... like that. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. And then you'll see these other kind of pillars as you move along. They'll kind of come into sight. If you come over here to look, you'll be able to see the pillars underneath. The floor is going to be a huge project because I'm planning on going probably black wool or some sort of very dark material, probably black wool. It's the kind of the obvious choice. Black wool, and then black glass on top of it, which will do a couple things. First of all, it'll prevent mobs from spawning down there, so we won't have to worry about mobs way down there. And I don't really want to do a whole lot with lighting down there either. And then the other effect it'll create is the illusion that there's kind of this giant pit down below. That just kind of goes down forever and ever and ever. And that's something I definitely want to do. I want to play with lighting a little bit in this room. Obviously there's going to be decorations on the walls themselves. We'll probably have some sort of large decoration up here. I don't know what yet, but we'll have some sort of very large, maybe a hammer. I don't know, maybe a dwarf head. We'll probably take that dwarf head lava lighting design that we used in kind of the main room of the main entranceway. This one right here, we'll probably use a couple of those in the throne room as well, which will help with lighting. The pillars themselves, I think I'm gonna have to do something to light up the pillars, otherwise you'll just never see them. And I'm kind of thinking what I'll do is I'll run a lava stream straight down the middle of them. And then as I kind of carve these out and detail them, there'll be spots where every so often you'll be able to see the lava running down. I think that'll look pretty cool. We're also going to need a railing on this pathway and all sorts of other stuff too. But this should at least give you kind of an idea of how this room is going to look. And all that kind of good stuff. So I think it's a good start. I think it's definitely a good start. We still have, obviously, a ton to do. Plus, we need to detail the walls in here and make this look either more natural or more interesting or both. Definitely more interesting. Right now, it's just plain stone walls, which is pretty boring. But anyway, that, I think, is a very good start. At least, I think the room is sufficiently planned at this point where I can start really working on it. But guys, unfortunately, I am out of time for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.